Hello everyone, my name is Singaravelan. I am a veteran with over 20 years of experience in IT and software engineering. In this video, I am going to explain the basic strategies for cloud migration. These are also known as the 6 R's as popularized by AWS. So if you look at this whiteboard, we have listed all the 6 R's or 6 strategies of cloud migration. On the left-hand side, we have rehost, replatform, and refactor. On the right-hand side, we have repurchase, retain, and retire. So whenever you are given an option of, like cloud migration, you have to first analyze the application, understand its functionalities, what benefits does bring to the organization, what is the ROI as far as, like maintaining the application is concerned, like how many developers are being involved in the company, trying to maintain the code base or, like do some bug fixes. All these things will come into the picture. And you decide like, okay, this application doesn't have any need, or the functionalities that are being provided by this application are already being complemented in a different application or being supplemented in a different application. Then there is no need to, like retain this old legacy system, which is probably many decades old and is not having much of users. So these sort of applications will be retired. So that becomes a good candidate for retiring or sunsetting. So the next strategy that we will have to look at is retain. So here you analyze the existing application and then figure out that the cost associated with migrating this application to cloud is not worth it. So it is much better to, like let it continue in the existing ecosystem. Or you might have another scenario where due to certain legal compliance issues or regulations, new regulations that are coming, you might want to, like not move this application to cloud. So for those scenarios, you will have to retain the application in on-premise data center. So your second strategy or second R for cloud migration is also done. Now let's look at the third strategy, repurchase. So repurchase means you analyze the existing application and whatever functionalities are being provided by the current application are provided for a much cheaper cost when you move to a SaaS product, like software as a solution product. Typical SaaS solutions would be something like a Salesforce CRM or Google or Microsoft or SAP, something like that. Okay. So these 3 strategies on the right hand side have no development activity involvement in it. Okay. So now let's look at the third or 3 other strategies where some sort of development activity or your development team might be involved. The easiest one will be rehosting, where your developers are just going to take the deployable jar, var, or any other artifact and move it to the cloud provider, which can be AWS or Microsoft Azure or GC. And you start running your application and maintaining it as how you would do it in a physical data center. You'll have your system admins log into your AWS machines, and then they will keep maintaining the system and running it as they would on a normal physical data center scenario. This is the quickest way to migrate to cloud, but it is not fully utilizing the full capabilities of your cloud service provider. The second option in this side, or probably the fifth option that we are going to look at, is replatform, where you lift your application, tinker it to, like quickly adapt to certain cloud-based functionalities like auto scaling, and then shift it to the cloud. So here, instead of, directly deploying your local deployable var, jar, or any other, like executable, what you do is you take that, you make certain modifications. Instead of running it on VMware, you might set up EC2 instances with a group which has auto scaling, or you might move your applications from Oracle to a AWS RDS system, or you might use an like a cloud provided notification service instead of the one that is currently supplying your physical data centers. So that is replatform, which is lift, tinker, and shift. And the sixth factor, or the sixth strategy of cloud migration, which is a very important one, which is called refactoring. Refactoring is also known as re-architecting. Okay, and this is a greenfield topology. Basically, you will have to think of cloud native design whenever you are thinking of using this strategy to migrate your existing applications. So it involves like studying the entire application and then figuring it out, like whether you want to go for microservices. What are all the microservices that you would develop? Or you would have to think of whether certain functionalities are better utilized or more cost effective, economical, by migrating it into a Lambda solution instead of like keeping it on existing system or existing system design. So when it is refactoring or re-architecting, think of cloud native design, and you'll think of utilizing the full benefits and suites of uh, tools and technologies that are being provided by your infrastructure provider, which is on the cloud, which can be GCP, or it can be Microsoft Azure, or it can be AWS. I hope with this whiteboard, you can clearly understand what are the 6 R's. And I hope I clarified it much better for you to understand the 6 R's of cloud migration. Please give a thumbs up if you like this video. I hope this is helpful for you.